DC. Thank you so much for clicking on to my live. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get real comfortable. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. It's real nice to see you again. And thank you to all of those who like, comment, and subscribe. It's really been helping your girl grow, and I 1000% appreciate it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading, so please take what resonate and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay here. If you clicked on the first live, I apologize. My mic wasn't working. It is funny, I didn't see all of the chats telling me my mic doesn't work because I didn't put my glasses on. And my family, it's always shocking to people to realize how much I really can't see. And I'm like, wait, all of these chats are like telling me I can't hear you. I'm like, hi. And then it's funny because wearing glasses doesn't necessarily work when you have an astigmatism, because sometimes your eyes start to work. I'm like, the only way I realize I can explain my vision is with the new iPhone 16 camera. I'm like, this is what I see. Like, sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's blurry, sometimes because people are like, are you nearsighted or farsighted? I'm like, I don't know, like all of it. Like, I could squint a certain way depending upon the light I could see, and then the glasses will stop working. That being said, let me call on the divine again, because at first I wasn't going to. And I had a long day. I was talking about how I miss being in my cute pajamas and stuff, but I had that in storage and whatnot. I'm like, I forgot to bring my pajamas. So I'm like, I gotta order more. I'm not flying back to New York just yet until I get my place. But I come home and then, long day. Not bad, but long. Oh, I was supposed to call on the divine. Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and precise. Damn it. Clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy. What do we need to know right now? What do we need to hear right now? What's going on in this collective energy? Right off the bat, I'm getting there is some frustrated energy that's frustrated because you're moving on and you're moving up in this world. This energy wants to be able to control you so bad, especially the way you view yourself here. This energy is giving like toxic masculine. For some of you guys, this could be somebody you dated, or this could be somebody that wanted to date you. For some of you guys, it's a couple that's coming at you here. Like, this energy didn't want you to feel safe in the world on your own, but you are. It's like not necessarily that they didn't want you to feel safe here. This person looks for weaknesses in especially feminine energies. Whatever weakness they felt like you had, they wanted to hold you by that weakness. And make sure you guys can hear me. Hey, everybody entering the chat. I was apologizing if you were on the last live and my mic wasn't on, now I had to put my mic on, and I'm like, I didn't see everybody. And then you can't, they like, can't hear you. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I blame it on PMS week and exercise and being in a new country. I'm good. I don't have to be in that constant, be here now, practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight with the be here now card. A lot of you guys are being told to bring your energy into the present here. Somebody wants you not in the present energy. They wanted to figure out a way to create anxiety for the future here. And that future could be anything, like spiritually, mentally. This is how this toxic masculine kind of energy is trying to work towards the feminine energy. Like, they want you to be in if you're afraid to be alone, they would play on that fear. And then, say you're going to be alone if you don't XYZ here. Like this energy almost sees you or just feminines in general as children. Like children, they could just say whatever to. They could manipulate. They could like, do whatever to. If you do this, that, and whatever, then you're going to end up ostracized and spiritually too. Like, if you want to be right with God, you're going to have to do this. If you have any sort of spiritual insecurities, if you have physical insecurities, they would try to play on that too, like for better or for worse. Somebody could have wanted to create insecurities in you physically, like, or they're fantasizing about doing that. They're trying to send some sort of like Reiki towards you, hoping that somebody would screw you up physically, but they're trying to figure out wherever you get your confidence from here. But they're coming to the realization that it's not just based on your physical, it's not just based on, they don't understand you, because to understand you is to truly see you here. And this person doesn't want to see you. Like, because to see you is to see how divine you are, how great you are, how gifted you are. I feel like a lot of you guys are also living in fantasy land, you guys, because we had a bunch of new cards came out, but I was like, let me put them away and explore this energy from the top, because maybe it wasn't meant for everybody to hear those readings. Whenever I'm recording a reading and it doesn't record, I put all of the cards back and then I'll redeal again here. Yeah, just go with it. Just go with it. Embrace spontaneity, trust the journey, and remain open to unexpected twists and turns along the way here. Yeah, a lot of you guys are just going with the flow and they don't want that. They want some sort of anxiety about the future with you, like maybe getting old, like something here, but you're breaking them down as they see you living a positive life here. I kept hearing that Lauryn Hill song, that X Factor song, that it could all be so simple, but they rather make it hard here. I feel like a lot of you guys do not deal with those certain you don't create difficulties in your life. You guys are solution oriented, and they didn't realize how they were destruction oriented until they seen you solving your problems, and then they're like, they're creating problems in the world instead of solving problems. So where they wanted to put karma on you, karma is coming back around to bite them here with the just go with it card. Somebody feels like their energy is unwanted in your life now when they felt like they don't want to consider you at all, but they're being forced to consider the fact that their energy is unwanted, unneeded here. You guys, I feel like you guys have a brain and they might be used to dealing with brainless feminine energies. You be scared. It's scary how many women are just brainless. Like, metal of moments here. Bask in the metal of moments where where presence blossoms into simplicity of now. Okay, this is all about living in the now, living in the moment here. I feel like right now your energy can be very palpable. A lot of you guys are living in this present moment, and I feel like it's things are getting better for you. Let's see, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm confused here. Planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. So you may turn your goals into reality. I feel like all of your energy is into creating your goals and you're not into the drama here. I feel like you guys could have let go a lot of people who tried to pull you into the drama. I was just saying last time about how my friends and family, every time they called me about some drama, it got to the point where they already knew my catchphrase and they would say, I know what you're going to say. I don't know why you even deal with this person. But, and then before they even tell me the drama that they were going through with another person here, they will, because that's the first thing I'm going to ask is why are you dealing with this person in the first place? I think I only got like a few good answers from people, and it was just an admission of maybe liking that drama here. Somebody said that they felt like, like basically they weren't where they wanted to be in life. So at some point, being around people like that you know, wasn't doing too good, made them feel smarter. And then I'm like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's the realest ish I ever heard. I'm like, you don't like being around people who are actually successful, smart, and forward moving because you were judged by, like, for not having those things in life. And now you feel like, I don't know. Devon, please tell me more here. Trust yourself. And then another person who kept complaining about their mother. I was like, why you even deal with your mom in the first place? She's like, I need her for childcare and I don't want to put my kid with a person I don't know. I'm like, okay, that's a good reason for not dealing with this. We got trust yourself coming out here. A lot of you guys have this deep trust in yourself that they cannot break. They can't break or control this, but somebody wants to remove that trust from you. I feel like you guys are ultimately safe, but some of you guys can be feeling this energy or this Reiki that this person is trying to send towards you. It's like they want to like put some visions in your mind because they think that you're out of control here, but now they're being forced to see you as an adult, you're not a child here, you're not somebody that has to go by any laws that written here or any social laws too. This person has written a lot of social laws for other people, and then people pull away from them, and it's like they do this out of fear of people leaving them. It's crazy. They want to break people down to keep them there, but they end up pushing people away. They end up creating problems. They end up making things overly complicated for themselves and everybody else here. We got hear what's unsaid. Tune into the silence for truths that words cannot express. Listen deeply here. Yeah, hear what's unsaid is coming out here under the present. You guys, this person cannot stand that you can read between the lines and the energy of a person. Like you guys have ultimate vision, clairvoyance. You know what their motives are. You know who they are. You know how like they feel here. And this energy is just giving pure lead. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this energy needs to leave the planet. It's like very much toxic beliefs that, like, like especially on the divine feminine, it's toxic beliefs on the divine feminine. I was seeing a lot of those videos pop up about how like the angels came down, they gave women makeup and like certain things, like even like way back in ancient Egyptian times, and then they're like, then suddenly the Bible came about and women are not supposed to wear makeup and this and that, and all of these rules created to control women, like out of envy here, in this crowd. Somebody is mad because you would rather have fun than to be it ridiculed. And they're realizing that a lot of people rather have fun than be ridiculed. And they probably already knew that here, but they feel like it would have been simple to create fun for you rather than try to make you go without fun just to prove that they can control you here. Whatever it is you guys relying on, they don't want you to be able to rely on it. Like, like if you guys know how to do hair, they're trying to do magic and maybe even a voodoo doll to like get your hands like messed up. Like, they might be trying to do things to mess up your voice if you guys are readers or you guys do talk content here. They might be trying to do things to mess up your feet if you're a dancer. I'm like, I was thinking about that, Tori Lanez. I'm like, Tori shot Meg because she was a good twerker. Like, she has the best knees. And he said dance, and then Pop Pop shot her in the foot here. And then a lot of like that junk, like, it's like heavy toxic masculine energy here. And then the amount of men that took up for it, I'm like, that's sick. There got to be changes in the world. I'm like, I'm gonna always preach out about that. Like, like, because the level of toxic masculinity and just misogyny in general, especially online, is crazy ridiculous. I don't want to hear nothing about no man on this planet go through. I'm like, try being a woman for a day. Clear mind, sweep away any doubts that you have, and know that you are right here. Clear mind. A lot of you guys are standing on business and you're standing your ground here. You guys have a very clear mind, and somebody might be wanting to try to tank that mind here, but I feel like your mind is very strong. On top of that, I am feeling like, you guys are getting support from the heavenly realm. You guys are very protected here. I feel like, unfortunately, for some of you guys, you might have been dangled in front of the sharks so that the sharks can, so you can bring forth the sharks, basically. You guys could have been dangled in front of the water just to bring forth the sharks so that the divine can come in and capture them and wean them out here. You know, it's like, but this energy is turning in on itself here. Like this energy is becoming its own worst enemy. Fresh ideas, stay open minded, inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and sparks creative solutions here. Yeah, sparks creative solutions. I feel like a lot of you guys are bringing clarity to other people who didn't think like how you thought here, and your bravery is bringing courage to other people to leave behind the people who are weighing them down. Like, like, because a lot of people just stay stuck in these situations that they don't have to be in, with these people they don't have to be in here, have to be with here. Let me drink some water. My bad, yeah. Almost there. Persist with faith, for you are on the brink of a breakthrough. Your efforts are about to bear fruit here. Keep pushing forward, even though you might feel only slight energy that does not want to see you. They don't want to see you move forward here. There's somebody that wants to see you get karma for having truthful thoughts. A lot of people cannot handle your truth here. A lot of you guys are out of control and you're speaking the truth without much remorse here. I'm hearing that what is it? Not that that Jimi Hendrix song. Is that, yeah, that's Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child. That I'll stand up next to a mountain and I'll knock it down with the edge of my hand. I'm a voodoo child. Voodoo child. You got this toxic energy is mad that you got bigger hopes and dreams than they do here. This is another thing that's making them feel small because they feel like they wasted a lifetime trying to control other people than control themselves here. They're not really adding much to the world. It's like, they're not adding anything to the world at large, but dystopia and problems. Like, because any masculine that's trying to control feminine energies, like I said, that's like complaining about twerking and baby mothers in the black community when we got thugs and men dying at like six before they're men, like robbing, kill. And I've seen so many black men go to jail for stealing, robbing, engaging in thuggery. Like, like more than I've seen women act promiscuous. And honestly, being promiscuous is just not a big problem here. Like, what risk does a baby mother oppose to the world? What risk does wearing makeup and hair weave oppose to the world? As opposed to that shoot them up, rob them, we don't want problem, all of that shit needs to go. But a lot of people are afraid to face that here. Like, they want to face the innocent people and try to control what doesn't need to be controlled rather than control what's killing everybody in the world. And that's toxic masculinity. If you remove toxic masculinity from the world, everybody's safe. Even men are safe. There's no more wars in the world. There's no more rape. There's no more than just rape. There's no more three teens running into your house and trying to rob you, and then you got to kill three teens, two black teens, one Hispanic, because they're not being taught, they're not being policed, they're not being shamed. Only women are being shamed for those BBLs, but they're not shaming men enough. I'm like, I'm gonna shame men to the day I die. I'm gonna shame them, especially men that engage in toxic masculinity on everything. Somebody doesn't want you to feel like you have a right to speak out, but you're almost there. Your voice is important, and anything that they try to say about you to bring you down is just opinion. What you're bringing is straight up facts. You're bringing facts and undeniable facts here. Divine, please tell me more. We got web of connection. Weave your connection thoughtfully, creating a supportive web that uplifts your personal and professional journey here. You guys are about to make some connections with very important people that are going to put you on the forefront of what you need to do. Some of you guys are going to be thought leaders. Some of you guys are, yeah, some of you guys, this is political here. I feel like a lot of you guys will relate to this reading if you guys have things to do in life. Like you guys have a lot of things to accomplish, or you have like, let's pull another tarot card. That's what these cards are for. When my downloads stop. We got not afraid of hardships. Yeah, I told you, you're not afraid. You're not afraid. I'm hearing you're a renegade. You're never afraid to say what's on your mind at any given time of day. And somebody cannot stand that. They wish that you guys cared too, especially like, that like they want to say, like, oh, that's unattractive. Men aren't going to like if you have an opinion. And then we were like, you're like, who the fuck want to be around men? Do you know how horrible you are? Like, to be around? Like, like only particular men you want to be around here. Like, because of them having that type of like twist it, turn it, flip it, reverse it. Most women don't have bombs. We're not like, yo, like whatever you want to point at, like we're not doing that thing, like we're not as teenagers running up in people's houses here. So I'm like, we really got to get men under control. Like, for the safety of not just I bind you men from doing harm against yourself and harm against others. I bind you, toxic masculinity, for doing, like, harm against yourself and harm against others. Not afraid of hardships, confront challenges with courage, for they are stepping stones to growth and wisdom here. Somebody feels like you're breaking them down just by moving forward here. And they don't like that, especially if they keep watching you, watching everything you do in life. And like, your forward movement is having them question things, because like I said, these people don't like who they're around here. Like for them to try to control you, that means they don't have any other options. They don't have anything better to do. If somebody sees something great in you, they envy your confidence here. They envy, and they have a high level of narcissism and what they do and what they think they provide here, when the only thing they provide is like hate. Like, Divine, please tell me more. What's going on in this collective energy? Hello, everybody entering the chat. How are you doing? We got Grove of Unity, bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the Grove, fostering interconnectedness, harmony among all beings here. Yeah, a lot of you guys are promoting harmony amongst other people by not standing down on your opinion here. Like I said, by living a harmonious life, like the fact that you guys might rather be alone than around them. The fact that maybe even money can't put you around these people. Somebody could have tried to offer you money. They don't know what way to come at you. I want to emphasize that you guys are safe. It's just like some sort of energetic Reiki somebody's trying to send towards you, but it keeps bouncing back to them. Somebody wants your life, somebody wants to see you in a bad position so bad, but you keep popping up in like positive position, positive energy here. Some of you guys might be like me. I be expressing my opinion. People like, you must be miserable. I'm like, not necessarily to see the truth. Like, well, yeah, I'm like, no. Here, I feel like somebody wants to see you miserable, or they might try to use they're trying to reaction abuse you here. A lot of you guys are speaking out on things that are giving people cognitive dissonance, or somebody's afraid that you're going to speak out on something that may have happened to you, maybe within your family, within your business, or some sort of lawsuit here, and that they wanted to put it to end. They want, but I feel like they're not able to end it. Divine, please tell me more. Still known as collective energy. And it's funny too, this came out in the first reading. All of the cards in the first reading, they were all new cards. Even though you couldn't hear me if you guys were in the chat before, I'm like, I've never seen those cards from that deck. And they were all new cards, and it was like a very positive reading, and then I started mixing up the energy again, and then it was like, I'm like, all right, maybe those cards were for me. New Worlds is coming out here. We got New World coming out here. There are many more things for you to discover, so don't give up here with the New Worlds coming out. Yeah, a lot of you guys, you're going to be a part of building the New Worlds, or you just got New Worlds coming for you. I'm gonna actually switch to the What's the Tea Tarot deck here, because it seems to match the energy a little bit more. And these cards, I don't think they want it to be used all the way for this reading. And then use some of my What's the Tea Tarot deck. Hello, 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 everyone entering the chat. Divine, please tell me more. Yeah, okay. Crying over you. I feel like some of you guys can feel this energy here. Like, like some energy of somebody crying over you because they can't control you. And it's like not just that they can't control you, it's like they didn't need to control you because you were already laid back, good money here. And then you just don't allow people to disrespect you. I've had like plenty of people, like I guess I have had feminine and masculine energies that have tried to control me in different ways. And I just pulled my energy away. And then, like because I'm calm, you guys are there for people. You guys might be like, you guys are natural ride or die people. And then people are like, yo, I don't want them to see their greatness here. So I got to try to knock them down to try to keep them, because if somebody else gets them, then they're not going to want me, or I'm not as great here. It's like somebody wanting to chop you up to keep you. I know I miss my pajama sets. I'd be coming home and then I left most of my pajamas in storage. Oh gosh. And then I come home sweaty, and I would usually shower and put on something cute, and do my readings. But I ordered new pajamas and a bunch of new nail polish because it's spooky season. I'm very excited about that. That's what I was talking about too. Spooky season coming up. So a lot of you guys might be living in Fantasyland, because Fantasyland came out the first time here, where yeah, you guys are living in like fantasy land, and you're having this happy energy. You're having this happy energy that this person can feel. And this happy energy, every time they look you up, is making them sad here. And it's like they can see you're heavily protected. Like you can't be broken. Somebody wants to push their sad energy into you, or somebody wants you feeling some sort of guilt over something that they're being forced to realize is just not your fault. Like, it's like, like this energy could have tried to, like, somebody could have tried to shame you for something that you went through that was somebody else's fault. Like, say if you were abusive, if you were in an abusive relationship, they were like, you chose to be in that relationship and da 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 da. Da. Like I don't victim blame people, but if they come to me with a toxic person, I do ask them, like, well, why do you choose to deal with this person? What is it about them that makes you deal with them? Because some people are caught up in certain situations, like where they gotta deal with certain people. Divine, please tell me more. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, talking shit here. Somebody regrets talking so much shit about you. They were talking maybe negatively about everything you did. It's like, yo, you couldn't do nothing right, and I feel like you pulled your energy away from this. What is this talking shit card? Bad habits, drugs, addictions, toxicity coming out here. Somebody could have either lied and said you were on drugs, or they could want you to be on drugs so you could be easily controlled here. They could want you to be like on some sort of substances, or they could try to maybe, I don't know, if you guys are on mental health medications, maybe anxiety meds or something, they might be saying that this is like drug use when you're taking your medication. They might try to make it seem like you're addicted here, or somebody is talking to somebody who's addicted to drugs could be talking shit about you in their head. Told you, yeah, somebody hack. Thank you for that. Super thanks. Yeah, somebody is in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing in their head and looking you up here. Whatever you're doing here, they're overanalyzing it. After they look you up, somebody is trying to study you for holes, and it's pissing them off because every time they try to look at you for insecurities or any holes that they feel like they could seep into you, it's not working. They're not able to see any holes in you, and it's forcing them to see that you're a strong person, and they don't want to admit that you're a stronger person than they are here. Divine, please tell me more. Divine, please tell me more. We got creeping in reverse. This is coming out under the crying over you card. To clarify the crying over you card, we got the creeping coming out here in reverse. And so somebody is crying. They're upset to the point where they feel like they should have never creeped on you. They want to reverse their creeping. That, or somebody's crying because they want you creeping on them. They want you to creep on them, or other people. Like, there's like, they wish that you guys were a creeper. These people creep on you, and because you don't creep, they know that the energy isn't able to hit you as bad as they want it to hit you. Some of you guys are in like a whole different world here. Like, you have different interests than these people here. Like, they might be wanting you to creep on them, but instead of creeping on them online, some of you guys are watching cat videos, or you're just watching spooky season stuff. Because I was like, oh, I was so excited about spooky season, even setting my doing the background to my nails and remembering that in the God and the Vita song, and how he said he was so high when he was recording that, and the lyrics were supposed to be in the Garden of Eden, but he was like, in the Garden of Eden, honey. I'm like, wait, I love those behind the music, and they use those behind the music interviews, and they use that for the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, and it was also on Freddy Krueger. I don't remember Nightmare on Elm Street. I keep saying Freddy Krueger. It was on Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't remember which Nightmare on Elm Street it was, but they had that in the Garden of Eden, honey. Because I was looking for Halloween songs to set my nail sets to. Um, and they want you to be caught up instead of that type of ish. They want you to be caught up into, oh, well, this girl got more followers than me. And then they could say, well, look, see what this girl is doing. Like, somebody wants you to make you jealous of their ex or jealous of their current partner. They want you in this nasty competitive energy that you're not in. Like, a lot of you guys are living a peaceful life here, and your main concern is your mental health and staying, like, afloat here in life. They don't like that. They don't like, how you take care of yourself and how you focus on the better things in life. A lot of you guys, you can focus on the issues in life, but your issue isn't somebody doing better than you or looking better than you. You can see issues in the world maybe, but you're not worried about like what they want you to be worried about. And somebody can't stand you're not a basic bitch, basically. Like, it's like you'd be surprised at how many brainless feminines these people met before they ran into you. But you guys are not. Yeah, we got played out coming here. Somebody feels played out because they cannot get your attention or control you, or somebody wants to make you feel played out, like you're not in, like you're not, like you're doing something wrong and you're unwanted, or nobody likes you because you're not on the same bullshit level as they are. You guys were here to uplift the vibration. You're not here to compete with other people. You're here to chase things that you truly love instead of chasing things that please other people here. Hello, hello, everybody entering the chat. We got impersonator, wants to be you, acts like, dresses like, look like, copies you here with the played out. Okay, impersonator. Somebody wants to impersonate you because now they feel played out. It's crazy too because as much as they felt like your energy was going to be played out, some of you guys, this is a toxic feminine coming into this energy. You have like maybe that's why I felt like a couple on you. Like, I'm like, first it came through like heavy, like misogynistic energy. This person, like, and that's energy been like popping up. It's like, like they felt like women shouldn't, and this and that and that. And now there's this toxic, like feminine energy coming through who may like, they want to impersonate you because of how refreshing you are here. Like they secretly desire to not care about as much. They secretly desire to not give a fuck like how you do, but that not give a fuck energy can't be imitated here. That energy has to be like it has to come from something true. Like this person wants, they feel like you're a true maybe dominant feminine, like you guys can get what you want out of maybe masculines and whatnot, or you guys aren't afraid to this. Let's get this. What is this? That's what the tarot cards are for, right? We got, oh, somebody want to imitate you because they broke. They're broke asses. They want the money that you have, but they don't have that gift maybe of whatever you do. Maybe you guys are talented, you're nurturing. If they want to impersonate something you're doing here, or like, what is this broke ass energy? Running and broke ass. Okay, yeah, somebody's maybe stuck in a certain situation where you got yourself out of here. Some of you guys, oh my gosh, like I don't know. This could be energy of like a pimp. And that I'm like, every time I feel crazy energy like popping up here, I'm like, resist that energy. What's going on here? Somebody could have had like a pimp or internet pimp, or they could be like in some sort of extortion situation. I'm not judging you. If you got out of that situation, congratulations on you. I feel like you guys got out of that situation maybe by kicking certain addictions here, or like, like, and I don't judge people as long as you guys get out of that situation. But if you're gonna maintain in that situation and complain to me, I don't be wanting to hear it. I'm not gonna lie. Vent to me about your past. Don't keep coming to me about somebody you choose to keep dealing with. Like, unless you're stuck, and if you're stuck, I hope you're ready to make a plan with me to move forward. I'm like, all right, because I'm like, but I feel like this energy, you could have had to cut these people off. And this might not just be a pimp, this could be like toxic family energy. As I was saying about my ex friend and her mom and whatnot here. Some of you guys could have escaped parents that was doing something to you or belittling you here. And then this person can't move out from their parents' house or your parents, or get away from an aunt or something here. that just has this control type of issue here. Like, like this might be the type of person that uses complaining to control people. Like that's what like a narcissist and hypercritical people do. Like I guess feminine and masculines, like like they try to complain and give criticism to control people here. Like everything is a, oh, why do you do this? This is the type of person that even if they can't hear you playing your TV, like they'll come in the other room. You watching TV every night and it's overly loud and da 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 da, saying that your TV is too loud the whole time, like you can't even hear. They can't even hear the TV, but they like the idea of you being uncomfortable watching TV every night. They just don't want you to, and they love that. Like this person's not going to be comfortable watching TV if I complain, like somebody wanted to put some sort of like discomfort in you, but they're not able to. I feel like a lot of you guys, like you push this energy away and you see it for what it is here. You guys aren't falling into it. Yeah, this energy came out here running away. Yeah, somebody wants to run away here, or this could be somebody that wants to pull you back in by convincing you that you ran away from like your family or like a lover here. You're running away rather than fixing things. Fair to say, you don't have to fix these people. Like what you have to do is live a life that you can enjoy and be proud of here. And if you want to, and leave your stain on the earth the way you want to leave your stain on the earth here. We got Shine coming out here, and this is coming out under talking shit here. Shine, your light irritates their demons. Somebody's talking shit because your light irritates their demons. Let's see what type of shine you have. We got moving on. Thank you. Next, moving on coming out here in reverse. Yeah, somebody does not want you to move on. This is the light. They try to end your shine so you wouldn't move on here. So they thought maybe they could talk shit about you. Maybe they could get you addicted to certain substances, like like or like I don't know. Maybe they want you to, if you're on certain substances, they might want you to quit it, like so your mental health isn't like like yeah, you could have somebody like that because I was seeing that some girl, she was convinced to stop taking chemotherapy and her cancer treatments, and she was convinced to go on like just some holistic diet or like just strictly spiritual and whatnot. And then her health kind of declined here, like or somebody might be trying to get you to smoke and whatnot with them, knowing that maybe you guys can't smoke. Some of you guys can smoke, like and that's okay for you. Some of you guys can't, and they want to push you into that so that you guys could be thrown off of balance here. So then, like, they could catch you slipping. They want to basically pour oil on the ground and then catch you slipping. This is the energy I'm getting so that they could control your shine here. We got unbothered in reverse coming out here. Unbothered. Somebody's pretending to be unbothered, or somebody feels like they, yeah, unbothered in reverse under looking you up here and over analyzing. Somebody could feel like you're pretending to be unbothered, but you're not really unbothered, and you're this and that, but they're hurting their heads trying to overanalyze you. Somebody really wants a conversation with you here, but they hate how you treat them like they're irrelevant. Like they're not somebody that you got to have a conversation with and whatnot. Blind to something more. Blind to something more. Some honest collective energy. Yeah, wants you back under crying and creeping. Somebody wants you back. Some of you guys could have like a friend from the past that wants you back here. Like I feel like these people could, let's see what that is. The wants you back and crying over you. Clout hungry in reverse, says anything, does anything, makes shit up, dramatic hair. Somebody wants you back after maybe falsely labeling you as dramatic when you told them about somebody else here. They could have felt like you were just being dramatic. You were just saying and doing anything to like try to get attention here and about other people until you moved on and showed them that you don't need their attention. You don't need their pity. You didn't need anything from these people. And then now it's like, whoa, like, wait, you didn't need anything from me. Like, like I'm hearing I was supposed to just be your friend. Like, I wish I was just your friend. Like, instead of over analyzing you. Like, I'm like, that's why. I'm like, and people do that to everything a woman does, I'm like, that shouldn't be put under a microscope. You can't even wear your hair a certain way. Like, why is that real? Is that fake? Is that this? Is that that? Well, why are you doing this if you could be doing that? Oh, it's for a guy, isn't it? Oh, it's not for a guy. Oh, and then I'm like, even if it is, maybe she do want to pull hose. What is it on you? What is it to you? Maybe she does want male attention. Then what the fuck? Maybe she doesn't want male attention. Why are you trying to get into the privacy of somebody else's thoughts? Like, that should be the dumbest shit to me because they don't do that to men. I'm like, shouldn't you be wondering why there are 16-year-old men that even feel like it's okay to get guns and run up into somebody's house here? Like, why are they doing that? Is it because there's no job at McDonald's because all of the immigrants are working at McDonald's and having multiple babies? Or because, let's be real, yeah, a lot of immigrants own a lot of restaurants in America and they only hire other immigrants, usually keeping it in family. So then now what are the teams going to do? Go out and rob somebody? Because you have 45-year-olds working there and then only hiring her this and that. And, like, like the way it works here. I'm like, luckily to live in the Netherlands now. And I'm like, I hope it don't go to like how it looks in America because it looks wild in America. You go to McDonald's, there's teams working in these jobs, and they're like, well, I'm like, I don't want to hear it. I'm like, you, like, as an adult, you could work there temporarily, do what you got to do and whatnot, but there's certain structures that play into it, and then mixing it in with them being cracked on because of their sneakers and they can't afford this, can't afford that. Oh, that's, oh, what are those? Oh, you wore that last week and da da da. That gets to the point where they're being bullied. Then they want money, and then they want it by any means necessary. Then they willing to shoot. They listen to shoot them up, rob them, yeah. And then everything's going numb in their head. Then they go and boom, they're dead. And then, like, I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, that's the true factor right there. I'm like, these kids need those jobs to level up from there. I see mostly teens working in grocery stores and McDonald's and stuff here. Divine, please tell me more. As adults have to find more reasonable side hustles here. And there's just like, because I'm an immigrant, but I bought my own job, like, and they're gonna take taxes from the shit that I do in life. We are hooked in reverse coming out here, hooked, yeah, in reverse. So somebody maybe wanted you hooked on them with these cards coming out, hooked in reverse. Let's say divine, please tell me more. Fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. here with the fake flexing card coming out here in reverse. Somebody could, no, yeah, somebody could have felt like you guys were fake flexing. I know I got to put another rant up on Venus RX. I'm like, because every time I scroll through Twitter, I'm like, and I start seeing views. I'm like, ah, I'm like, this is so mad. I gotta rise. I gotta create my cult. Number one, I gotta join a cult. Then I gotta create a cult. And then I gotta rise to political power. And then I gotta, fake flexing, X rich, coming out here. I don't know what that is. Bad karma. Okay, yeah, okay. This is reversing. Somebody could have said you were fake flexing, and somebody wanted you to get karma for being a sovereign individual here. They're like, this person is gonna get bad karma, but every time they check, you keep leveling up here. Somebody swears you're gonna get karma just for seeing the world for what it really is, seeing the world for like some sort of truth here. Like, like you're not going to get karma for living your own life. Somebody really felt like you were selfish at some point in time. Yo, this energy is crazy. They really felt like you were selfish for not considering them. And this is not a person that you have to consider in life. Like this is like you don't have to consider them at all. Like this could have been somebody that felt like you were obligated, like to take their feelings in consideration, but all of their feelings is they're addicted to having people care about them. And this is why that clout energy is reversing here, because this you could have had a friend wants you back, because you could have had mutual friend or people siding with somebody who they realize now are just like empathy harvesting off of them. Like they were just empathy harvesting off of them when they felt like maybe that was you at some point here. Like, because this is the type of person that wants somebody to care. I'm annoyed when you chew like that, and it irritates me because back in the day, my father died of choking on gum, and now I get triggered. And then all deep down inside, they just want to see somebody walk on eggshells due to consideration of them. They want somebody to care about them, like in a way that you can't care about them here. It's like, and that's like only thing, like, I don't know where this energy comes from. Maybe this person was neglected as a child. So it's like they want people to care about them, like, because they're neglected. Not to say that everybody don't deserve love and care here, but there's a difference between that and somebody trying to like empathy harvest or like emotionally abuse. Somebody could have felt like you guys could have pointed out that somebody was emotionally abusive and walked away from them, and they felt like you were just trying to get attention by saying that somebody is indeed emotionally abusive here. But then they realize you left the situation. This person like refuses to do anything about the situations you're in. It's a lot of people that wanted to be better than you that are now crying over you, because these people could have just felt like you guys were just like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to refill what these people felt from you in the past, but they didn't feel any empathy for you. Like, they were annoyed at the thought of having to give you empathy while they were dumping and pouring empathy into people that, were just clout hungry. But it's like you guys were the escape goat here, and now you're the goat that escaped. And it's like a lot of you guys could be having fun now, so it's like, oh, okay, like I want to be back in your energy, but then they regret creeping on you and seeing that you're having fun, because they were like, wow, this person is having fun. Like, I thought they were in angry, mopey energy. Like, they thought you were just going to be angry and mopey forever here. Now they're seeing you guys have different emotions. And if they're not ready to be around you, like if you go through anything negative, they don't like, if you go through negative things here, they are going to they don't like they overjudge you, they overanalyze you here, but they don't know they I don't know, I'm tongue tied here. It's because they only want the happy side of you, basically. That's what I'm trying to say here. They don't want the side of you that goes through things, because when you're going through something negative, they see it as you just seeking attention here. And then it's like, why would you be around somebody like that? Like, like that type of energy is it's weird, and they're recognizing that they're very weird here, and they could have given into like a collection of people trying to like abuse you and gaslight you in mass care, like like, and then people are realizing you don't got to consider not a goddamn person, because like not a goddamn person considered you. We got the looking for dirt on you, or vice versa here with the dirt digging here. Somebody's digging dirt on you to try to see what they could do to make you less bothered. They want you to be completely like, they want to make you less, oh gosh, they want to reverse you being unbothered, because we got unbothered here in reverse. So somebody might be looking for little things that might be able to get underneath your skin, make you feel unbothered, make you feel bothered again, because I feel like a lot of you guys are at peace. Did I miss something more? We got, yeah, dusted off in reverse and cyberbullies. So kind of to confirm that energy, somebody wants to look for something that's hard for you to dust off. Like, this cyberbully might be wanting to see you cry or see you do something so that they could, like, make it look like you are who they said you were here, because this person is crying really heavy over the way they treated you. Like, that, like, this, whoever this is, they're crying heavy. Like, this could have been your best friend, your best lover, or you were their best friend, like their best lover. Like, like you were their best here. And it's like, why would I act that way towards them? Like, it's like you ain't deserve none of that. I wouldn't go back to any of these people though. Like, you guys should just, I guess, delve into happiness. Outside of that, I am feeling like a lot of good energy coming from you guys. I want to look at the cards that I had pulled the first time. The first cards came out was creation. It was fantasy land. It was a lot of positive energy. My energy being a little frustrated after I realized the mic was on was could have added to the vibration. Yeah, hidden keys, rising flames coming out here. Yeah, a lot of you guys are discovering hidden keys on knowledge. I feel like your passion is being reignited, especially if you're one to be excited about the fall. I'm excited about the fall here. And yeah, ignite creation and feather of hope was coming out. And then spirit link. This is all of it. And spiritual retreats all came out. Um, and take precaution here. And we had the commitment card, I believe, coming out in there. So there's definitely love on the brain or love in the universe for you. Excuse me, it's PMS week, you know? Spiritual retreat, seek solitude, and reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. I feel like you guys are connecting with your inner wisdom. You're not letting anything bother you, guide you, or pull you astray. You guys can be pulled by your natural passion, but you're not allowing anybody to ignite any fires and come make you come and put it out here. You guys have your own fires to tend to and not tending to anybody else's. But there is energy of somebody, a lot of people wanting you back. Somebody does want to control you. They're mad that they can't control you. They regret trying to control you at the same time. But it's like some sort of addiction to them. Like, but that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this live reading.